Hi, I'm Andrew, an entrepreneur and a computer science student,
Hi, I'm Verene, a psychology major student.
and you're now listening to the Ink Thoughts podcast, where we ponder and talk about incongruous thoughts ranging from our daily life to the human mind.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Ink Talk podcast. How's your week, Verene?
Working wise, everything is like normal, but I do realize one thing that I do quite often this week, which is usually after dinner, because I'm supposed to wash all the plates and dishes after dinner. Yeah. So
Yep.
before my brother clean up everything and put everything in the kitchen, then usually I'll go sit in the living room together with my parents. Then I realized this week.
Oh, and then you nap there.
No. Then I realized this week.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I like to ask my dad a lot of questions like, why is it this? Why is it that? Why is it like this? Why is it like that? I heard about this last time. Why is it like this? Like this? Or how is this happening or what?
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Like, can you give an example of a question that you asked?
For example, okay lah, maybe it's because I don't know much about all this. Like, I asked, what question did I ask? Okay, for example, like, I was asking, how, okay, that day I think there's a news about Philippines or something. Then I asked, how do I say this? How is the life of those Philippine people? I mean, their economy and all, yeah. Although my dad answered me in a simple way lah, but I've been asking all these questions, you know.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Why do you think you started doing this? I mean, I have no idea. Yeah, I wasn't really there, so I can't really imagine. Like how does it really happen? But yeah, why do you think that you suddenly started asking so many questions so frequently?
I don't know. I just have a feeling of wanting to know more.
Okay.
Yeah, but then because that thing just happened suddenly, the idea just popped up in my mind. Then yeah, I didn't go and do any research lah. I might just ask my dad who is beside me.
Okay, understand. Alright, okay. Interesting. Yeah.
Okay, how about you? I know it has been a roller coaster feeling kind of week for you, right?
Yes. Actually, yes, it is. Like, so, yeah, but yeah, overall, until now, it's
happy ending.
It's been great. As of today, hey, it's not an ending yet. No, it's still a work in progress. Like that. I don't want to jinx it, but then there's still a lot of things that can ruin my plan and stuff. But yeah, so last week, what happened last week? Well, why was I so excited last week? I think is it Money Heist? I forgot. I remember that I talked a ton about my own personal life last week. But yeah, so this week, yeah, it started off with the expectation that I should just receive my visa, and then I kind of went on with that. But then because it's been days, even going through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday without any updates, so of course you feel a bit sad, and then it's a lot beyond the deadline. It's a few working days beyond the deadline, which is beyond the estimated delivery timeline. So it's it's totally out of your control because the only promise that they give, they can't even keep to that single promise. So you'll be like, okay, now when will it arrive? So yeah, I practically didn't really do much. One reason is that I allowed myself to do that because I've completed all my videos and stuff. I just want myself to chill for this one whole week. And then second, but the thing about not doing much is it's literally I'm not even because what I do every day is I train on data camp. I literally just do the minimal amount of effort. Usually I try to keep myself doing 1000 EXP, but instead I just do a simple practice that can yield me 250 EXP just to keep up with the data camp streak. yeah, so I'm feeling particularly upset about this whole thing. And on Wednesday, I felt even worse because in the evening when I'm driving to your place, when I'm picking you up for your dinner, I just wait. Actually, oh yeah, people might see that video before they hear this podcast. So yeah, I'm actually I'm recording a full week vlog about me, my life before I hit for UK, and then between that, yeah, on the Wednesday part, I'll literally go detail about this, but here I'll briefly talk about it. So for those that are interested, do check out my channel, Andrew Kwan. Yeah, I do some informative videos and some vlogs as well. So you can pretty much check out the whole week there. Like I literally recorded the interesting part of the week and post it up there. So yeah, that day I received the emails because like when you're applying for a UK visa, you need to you are sending your whole thing to UK, and then your passport is there. They will only send it back after they made a decision. So in order to contact them, you will have to either send an email, which costs 16 ringgit, or you can call them, which costs 69 penny per minute. Yeah, and you times almost 6, then you can imagine how expensive that. Like literally, we're directly paying the person. We're directly paying the salary of the person that's picking up your call. Imagine, man, like it's not by per hour, like the minimum pay in Malaysia, it's around like 8-9 ringgit, and then like how much we're paying per minute is literally like, yeah, it's like, wait, let's say just 70 penny times 6 is like 4 ringgit 20 cents, Every 2 minutes equals to our Malaysia's minimum pay, it's like so crazy. So yeah, I sent an email like the week before on Saturday, and I got the reply on Wednesday saying that a decision hasn't been made. And then I was very upset because, well, it's been past the 17 working day, and then you haven't even made a decision. So like, when are you going to delay this until? I was literally so sad, so upset. And then because another thing is that I need to reschedule my flight, and then I have no idea when should I reschedule it to.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, like you have delayed. If you delay like 5 days, and then now you're telling me you have made a decision, and then it's on the way back to me, that, okay, I understand that. But you're telling me that you haven't even made a decision, like, you haven't even do the most simple thing. I've been waiting for 20 working days. Almost 20 working days by that time. And what they've done is basically passing the passport from Malaysia to there, and then nothing else. That's why, like, what? Damn, man. Like what do you mean actually? So that was, I was very upset. But then like that day went pretty well, mainly because I met you lah. Yeah, of course, meeting your girlfriend. It's so nice. Meeting someone you love. Okay, but yeah, so I was pretty okay after that. I had good food, we had good dessert, and then yeah, we have a very funny talking session. I'm still thinking whether to make that into a separate video or just like keep it in the vlog. I'm still thinking about that. But yeah, we did that, and then it was okay lah. But when I come back, yeah, I still feel sad and all that. But then the next day, I told my dad about it, telling my dad that since this is happening, we may just need to wait until like next week for me to receive my visa, and that's the earliest case. Yeah, I told him that. But yeah, so then a few people on Facebook, because we have our own support group and all this, because everyone is facing the same issue. It's not just me. And we talk about it. People actually came and messaged me, asked me about have I received it and stuff. And I told them about this bad news. Yeah, everyone is pretty upset. And then I think, is it that day? It's that day. One of them actually told me that she called UK, because the reason why I didn't call will of course get a faster answer instead of like waiting for days. But the reason is that many people called and then they waited online for hours, and then there's no response at all because there's too many people calling. That's the reason. So the line is like too long or something. That's why I decided not to call. But then from her experience, she told me that it took her only 24 minutes because the wait is only 24 minutes because she called at 6 a.m., which is very early, not that early in the morning. I mean, I wake up at 5, but I was like, oh yeah, then that just made me think that maybe I should call as well since I wake up at 5. Like it's possible that I'll get it earlier. So on Friday I woke up at 5. First thing in the morning, I sat there with my laptop, and then I just called, and then wait. I literally left it on speakerphone, and then waiting for a person to speak, because like it's been like it's on the line, it's just waiting for someone to attend to me and then I was like going through my laptop, checking different stuff, checking the new iPhone, the new Mac, like oh yeah, it's quite interesting. Oh yeah, that's even the interesting. Usually Wednesday will be interesting for me because it's a new Apple product launch, and then yeah, it's not that interesting anymore. Literally in the morning, I care more about the tracking instead of I care more about the visa instead of the Apple thing. Yeah, so then I called them because the good thing is I think later at late Thursday I got a message saying that a person so like from one of those people that messaged me on Facebook said that another person actually received an email saying that the decision has been made. So that made me think that like it's possible that mine have been a decision for mine have been made as well, or it's gonna be made soon. Then I just call up. I call, and then I'm glad that they actually told me that I prepared all my questions on my MacBook. So like I'm gonna ask them like, oh, if this because I'm expecting they say maybe decision haven't made. Ask them like, okay, so is it because there's lack of document or something that I can help, or is it just because of this delay thing? And then if it's because of this delay thing, I'm gonna tell them how upset am I. My airplane ticket is on this date, something like that, all this stuff lah. Yeah, but then she just told me, a decision had been made on your visa. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, a lot of those questions become irrelevant. But then still, because it's a Friday. Damn, it's a Friday. Like, wait, is it a Friday or is it Thursday? Shit, I'm confused. When did I call them? I think I called them on. Shit, I'm actually confused. But never mind. That's not. I think I might have called them on Tuesday. No, I'm pretty sure I called them on Friday. I called them on Friday. I'm pretty sure I called them on Friday. But yeah, then I actually wait. Where was I? But the thing is, because it's Friday, a decision have been made. Being reasonable lah. Like think of it. A decision hasn't been made a few days ago on Wednesday, and then now a decision have been made. Of course, it will take a few days before it's in another country, before it's like delivered to Malaysia, right? So I was like, yeah, I still need to know when will I get it so I can reschedule my flights. I don't think it will just suddenly make it on Monday. So I asked them like, oh, give me an estimation, and then she said like 5 working days. At least I know that by next week I should be able to get it. But even the 5 working days, she says she can't promise that. But usually it takes five working days. I understand that it's like a protection for themselves lah. But then at least it gave me some hope lah. At least if I reschedule it, I don't need to wait too long before I can go UK. So, but yeah, another good news came later that day, which is actually yesterday. Not that late lah. It's like around morning. People receive emails saying that their visa have been dispatched. So their visa is already in Malaysia and sent to the courier company. Yeah, then I was like, oh, damn, that's cool. Then they asked me if I received it. I actually never received it for the whole day. I waited till night. Didn't receive it at all. And yesterday night we had a small Mid-Autumn festival thing where we kind of play around with candles and lantern around our garden and stuff. But yeah, then at night, yeah, there's still nothing. Then I went to sleep. The next day in the morning, because this happens so frequently. Like when you desperately want something, you definitely dream about it, right? I believe have you experienced that?
Can you repeat that again?
You really want this thing to happen, so you desperately want something to happen, and then you dream about the good outcome of that.
Yeah.
And then when you wake up, you realize that that's fake. Yeah. So that happens to me very many times where I'm really anticipating to wake up and then turn on my phone and then just check if there's any notification, and then I made a few dreams that when I open it up and then it says that like it's onto the sorting center, something like that. And I was like, oh no, it's just a dream. I still haven't checked my phone. But then when I check my phone, and then because I actually downloaded the app where it will automatically tell me when it's like delivered or something, then it shows there damn, it is at the shopping center. And I went and checked everything. I was like, holy fuck, it is. Then I received a few messages from those people as well saying that their friends actually was able to check yesterday night. Because I slept already. I slept at like 10, late 10 or something. But the item was trackable by, I think, 11, 19, something like that. And I was like, oh, fuck, man. And then it got me so excited. I went for a run, did my weights, everything. Then I straight went to collect on 9 something. Yeah, because I didn't want to wait any longer because I just like to have things under my control. Let's say, imagine, worst case, suddenly something happens and then even if they're delivering on that day, they couldn't deliver it onto my hands and then I'll need to wait it till Monday. Like, damn, the thing is, I know that my visa is there, but I don't know whether it's approved or not. So yeah, I went there, get everything, waited for a while. Yeah, it's approved. Everything done, and then now I can go ahead and proceed with my original plan. But yeah, a very funny thing. Okay, let me take a sip of my drink first. But yes, so one interesting thing is that originally I was putting my deadline on Sunday. So let's say if Sunday I haven't heard back anything about the visa, I would just reschedule my flight. But then literally, through conversation with all the other people on Facebook, and then one of them was so extreme that she literally thought of like, on the day of the flight itself. So, okay, she's flying at midnight like the other day, but then the day before, early in the morning, because you can kind of consider the same day, because you cannot expect the visa to arrive that midnight, something like that, right? By that time, you already have to be at the airport. So the day before morning, she should just go and pick up the visa and then go ahead and go for a COVID test. Even though most of the COVID tests take at least 24 hours, she said that from her friend's experience, that took like around less than 12 hours, even though it's promised like 24 hours. So she said she literally risked all this way just to go for just to fly that day at midnight. So I was like, oh, okay. Yep, then maybe I should try that as well. So I fixed my deadline onto Monday, and then that's like my worst case scenario. Monday, I go and do my COVID test early in the morning, and then I'll hopefully go and pick up my passport and just fly during midnight. I mean, like that would have been a oops, sorry. I mean, like that would have been a very, very good story, and then I can make like some bombastic title for that vlog, something like that. But then I am just glad that actually didn't happen. I actually don't want to risk a heart attack for that whole story. Like, it's so that whole I mean, like that good story, like so scary, Imagine I still have to have that same feeling for the next 2 days, I have to wake up Sunday and then wake up Monday, something like that. So I was like, damn, I'm glad that I got it today. It's like, oh, I'm really grateful. And then when I open it, it's approved. Everything is well and fine. So I was like, yes, finally. But I'm not sure, because I believe we kind of said this before. Like, happiness is a relative thing. So after you went through a lot of downs, and then suddenly you get something that's just slightly happy, and then it's like, oh damn, it's so damn excited or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then there's because I've been feeling so down for the whole week kind of. So I practically didn't do much, and then I've been just binge watching Money Heist. I finished the 2 seasons. Yeah, I mean the 2 seasons is like kind of the first ending already. I think season 3 they're kind of starting a brand new story, something like that. It'd be interesting. I mean like continuation, but then it's like a new chapter, something like that. Something new is happening.
Where are you now? I mean, for Money Heist.
I finished two chapters.
Oh, okay.
I finished 2 seasons, but then the 2 seasons are connected. But then I'm not sure maybe they are connected to a 3rd season as well. But the ending of the 2nd season seems like it is like the ending of the 1st chapter, something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, basically this week, it's literally a roller coaster ride. Like, you never thought that this would happen, and then it happened. Literally, I was like, when we were talking with all the other people on Facebook, we were talking about like literally what we're doing now is hoping for a miracle, and like it may not really happen, and then we're just hoping that this miracle will happen, and then it actually happened. Luckily, yeah. But then yes, like damn. So yeah, everything now is back on plan. I mean, I kind of sacrificed a 200 something ringgit taxi opportunity, but I don't mind since now actually it saved me a lot of money. It saved my flight rescheduling my flight. I need to pay something, and then yeah, it saved all the other stuff lah. Saved my time as well. So that's why I'm thinking, like, worst case, yeah, taking a one person 400 something ringgit cab is like a fine thing. Let's just enjoy the ride. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fine, like totally.
Okay. Are you done with your story? Because I remember one thing that I can share.
Oh, sure then.
Okay,
yeah, I think I'm pretty much done here.
So yesterday before I sleep, I actually watched a Japanese movie. And then it happened that...
It's interesting.
Huh?
It's the same movie that we watched?
No.
Definitely not.
It happened that the guy is planning to go to US for study, but the girl doesn't want. I mean,
then
the
you cried,
story.
is it?
Yeah, because the story scene is like in high school. Yeah.
So sad.
Actually, not like
Okay.
not like crying. I think I just tell a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know. Well, for you, I'm happy that you can do everything that you want, and you're going to UK for study and all. Yeah, but the idea
But you
of
still want me to miss you?
huh? What?
Yeah.
The idea of
I feel it's a bit inappropriate to say that here, but no. Yeah, the audience that heard it will know it. Since you did hear it, you listened it during the podcast.
Okay. Okay. Then
Yeah, continue.
the idea of separating with you physically. Can I say this? I don't know. Okay. You know what I want to say? I mean,
No, I don't.
we can't really meet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like physically lah.
Yeah. This idea just made me feel sad.
We can meet virtually.
Okay.
Okay. I understand the difference. But yes, let me maybe talk about another thing. So on Thursday, I went to meet one of my best friends, Vaughn, as well, and then we had a 3-hour talk. It's quite interesting, and then I learned a few interesting stuff from him. Yeah, but then that's a bit personal. I'll talk to you personally. I think I haven't talked to you about it, but then it's a really happy moment. Yeah, it's quite cool that we're just able to talk and then talk and then talk and talk. Yeah, and then we had some ice cream. Went to Family Mart and had some ice cream. Because like that's a Family Mart the only Family Mart in that area. So yeah, people were queuing up, but then not that long. It's like 5 people queue, something like that. And then they're limiting 5 people in the Family Mart only. That's why. I mean, it's been a fun week for me. Excluding all those time when I'm like waiting for the visa. Luckily, I got it on time. Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy that I'm very grateful that I have my car as well. Like literally, because I have my car. Like this morning, I can literally just spontaneously decide that let's go and let's just drive there and then pick up the passport. Yeah. Yeah. Early this morning. But yes, we went a bit far on our personal life. I mean, like our sharing and stuff. Now let's get back to the topic. So today we're talking about the ideal transparency. So basically, I believe that transparency is definitely promoted in today's world, whether in personal life, or in like companies, business, and all that. We always promote transparency, but I believe that there's definitely a threshold of transparency that we cannot surpass. Like imagine imagine you with your friend, like you're having conversation, you're quite transparent about stuff, quite transparent about your life and everything. You tell them everything, but then it would just be quite weird that you suddenly blurted out that the color of the underwear that you're wearing that day. I mean, like, it's good that you're transparent, but then we don't really want to know that. So something like that. Or sometimes, being too transparent just it kind of it can have a negative effect onto like even just relationship or something. And especially, like, I can understand that in business sometimes being transparent can bring negative effect is because people are viewing from different angles when you talk about a topic. You looking at it from a business perspective, see that this topic that you're sharing is good for the company. But then because all the public don't have the background that you have, and then they don't know the inner workings of your company, so they might see just the surface of this topic, and then they might think that it's not that good, something like that. So that's why I believe that there should be a limit on transparency. Do you agree with me?
Well, I do agree with you that there should be a limit for that. But can you elaborate more on? I mean, I'm a bit confusing when you say you view it from the business perspective and the public don't understand. Do you mean what do you mean by the public?
The public is the general public. Everyone around the world. General public.
Oh, okay. Because what I was thinking is that well, I believe transparency in business nowadays is like quite common. Yeah. I mean, many people want that. Even when we go for interviews and when they ask what are you expecting from the company, I believe many of us might just say transparency and all. Yeah. So I think let's say in the working, I mean transparency in work, maybe if
workplace.
If we are transparent enough on our work stuff, it is definitely good because everything can be done in a more efficient way and all, right? But then sometimes being transparent in the workplace, if it's just being transparent on the working part, then I think that's okay. But if there's anything related to a bit personal, then maybe people might not feel that comfortable. You get me?
Okay, I understand that. Yeah, but okay. But do you think we should be transparent on both sides or just working? Because like if we are being transparent on just the work side of things, it kind of just benefits the company ultimately. Yeah, like it doesn't really benefit all the employees and stuff. I mean, I understand that if we're talking about transparency in a personal level, it can get into a lot of topics because like personal stuff, there is a ton of stuff we can talk about. But one example that being transparent on personal stuff maybe benefit to the employees is actually talking about your salary. Because when you actually know each other's salary, then the company will have to treat you fairly. Isn't it? Yeah. Right? Isn't that like then it will force the company to be more transparent on this matter, like explain, let's say like two employees of the same level getting different pay, then the company will have to explain why is there this difference in the salary. And then the employee with the lesser salary can either choose to negotiate with the company if they don't think that the company's reason is good enough, or easily just leave the company, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So you said that it might people might not really enjoy having transparency on their personal part of personal side of things when it comes to being in a workplace. But then now, do you have a different thought on that? Because I'll just add on one point, because I believe, I mean, like what I said, like if we're being transparent on the company side on whatever we work on, it's easily accessible by everyone. That is not really being transparent. That is just like, they are forcing you to be efficient, because like being transparent is like a, how do I say it? A habit. If you are a transparent person, then everything in your life you'll be transparent, not just work. Like if you are transparent in your personal life, definitely during work you will be more transparent, because it will be weird when you ask this worker about this file and then they don't give it, and then since you're so transparent, of course you think, oh, why don't you just share that file? I thought like this company promote transparency, and then I'm a very transparent person. I understand that. I want to know about it, something like that. And then whatever files you want from me, I'll just give it to you. So I think if you talk about just transparent on the work side of things, that isn't really transparent. That's more like a rule thing. Like it doesn't make a habit lah. It doesn't make it a habit.
I think that when it comes to transparency on the personal level, well, maybe because we are so exposed to social media nowadays, so it's quite okay for most of us. Just that there's still some sort of things that you just don't want the others to know, Like you may just want to share it with some specific people, but not everyone.
I mean, that's what we're discussing today, right? Like you're not transparent about everything, but then like there's because like there's definitely a limit to it. Like there's a threshold where you how much you share, how much other can know, and all that, right? But generally, do you think that transparency between personal relationship is needed? Like not talking about husband and wife or couples, talking about like colleagues or like friends and all that, or even maybe strangers. Like, do you think there should be transparency between us, just like personal relationship?
I'm not very confident to talk about transparency with strangers. I can't relate to that, but I think with those relationships that we have with others, I think at least we need to have some transparency, because everything is building on trust, right?
Yeah.
If I've been thinking that you are transparent to me, but eventually you're not, and then one day I found out, then
Okay, I understand. Yeah. So basically when you're not transparent, okay, wait, that's not about not being transparent anymore. That's actually lying. If you're not being transparent, you just won't tell. You won't lie. The example that I'm talking about is lying already, right? Yeah. That's why they found out that, like, oh, you told me a different thing. That's lying already. That damages trust. But then transparency is where they just don't tell you. Yeah, like how government is like covering up data and all that. They don't. I mean, in some cases they lie, but then like when we're talking, they're not transparency. They don't let us access to all those stuff. So that is like not transparent enough.
Okay, but what if a friend that you thought you're quite close with, but then one day you just realize that he or she don't really tell you things about herself or himself? He or she didn't lie to you, but she just you. Okay, let's say you are quite close with a colleague, okay? And then you're quite close at the personal level, but then one day you realize that there's a lot of stuff that they just don't want to tell you. Will you feel sad or what?
Like how do you feel? Because like I thought you will feel that along the way, not just like suddenly, because like like how do you suddenly know that they don't tell you a lot of things? Because I thought that's like a gradual thing. a gradual realization, because like maybe when you started out, when you both are strangers, you both share stuff because it doesn't touch off deeper topics yet. But when as your friendships strengthen, and then you start asking more questions and all that stuff, then you realize that they're not sharing that much, and then further down the road they don't share that much as well. So then you realize that they don't share a lot of stuff with you. Not suddenly, right? How do you feel it suddenly, right?
Yeah. Not
right?
suddenly.
And then in my opinion, when they don't share stuff with you, well, they won't be a friend anymore. At least not close friends, because they are denying your request of getting information from them. They're not lying to you. If they lie to you, you too may still be close friends, because you get an answer and then you believe in them. But in this case, when they are not transparent, they are not telling you stuff. So like then you gradually lose this friendship, because of course you don't want to tell me about stuff. So yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So okay, you continue.
Then for you, what is your thoughts on transparency in relationship then?
Relationship as in like couple and all that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you should be more specific and say about romantic relationship.
Okay.
But yeah, regarding this topic, I think it's actually quite important. It's quite important. But I of course I would prefer to quantify things so it's easier to be explained. So as for transparency, I think maybe, but of course as you grow older, the threshold of course increases, starting from couple maybe 60-70%, and then as you go and you get engaged and married, maybe 80-90%, and then when you are like old and going to die, I think 100% wouldn't really be a problem and stuff lah. Because like the difference would be something like maybe when you are just within a couple relationship, perhaps you won't really talk much about your ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend and all that. They might know about it, but then you won't share about their life and all that. You won't discuss about that in your normal topic. Because perhaps when you discuss about that, it threatens this current relationship. But then as you are married and all that, depending on the person, of course, all this still depend on the person, but it's more likely that your partner is more accepting of that. Because we're married.
Yeah.
You're just like talking about their life, right? You're not talking about other stuff. So it doesn't threaten that much. But let's say, this kind of extreme example lah. Let's say the guy cheated on the wife secretly, but then realized that he shouldn't do that, and then ended that relationship. I personally think that he shouldn't talk about it within even though they are married. I mean, like, being honest is one thing, but then if he talk about that, it may damage the relationship and stuff. And this is the topic that it might be possible to talk about it when they are like both old, maybe 90 years old, when it can be 100% transparent. Because by that time, I believe one thing is that we've already been like that couple have already been together for so long, and then I mean that is a fault. But then if it really happened for so long already since, and whatever trust that you have built on top of me, I mean, I think it's something that can be easily forgiven and all that lah. So yes, of course, in like when we talk about in romantic relationship, the transparency level is quite high, but then it's still not 100% all the time. It gradually grows up to 100%. Even I believe, I'm not sure, am I right? Maybe if we talk to professional and stuff, they might say that even when you are damn old or something, it might be a 95% or a 99% transparent instead of 100%, something like that. But ultimately, I would say this is heavily influenced by the person that you're with, the personality of the person that you're with. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Some may really. Some may just mind a lot, even mind a lot when you're talking about your, like just sharing about your ex-girlfriend's current life or something, even though they're married for like 40 years or something. Like that. Some may just happen that way. But when we talk about ideal, I think there's still this transparency threshold that when you go through, like, it's just not. I mean, we shouldn't cheat on our partners and all that, but then if you cheated and then you learn your lesson and then decided not to do it again, maybe it's still not that right to like just share it right away. Perhaps later. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a very risky thing.
Okay, I'll go to the very extreme example first.
Okay, sure, no problem. Yeah. I want to see from your perspective as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, if let's say the cheating part, and let's say I don't know, I actually thinking from my own imagination, I'm not sure if others would think the same way, but for me, I think if let's say my husband or what cheated on me, but I didn't know about it. Yeah, he didn't want to. I don't think telling me is a good one since I didn't know about it. But if if he has learned the lesson and want to stop it, then you don't tell me. If you're pretty sure that I won't find out, then you don't tell me.
But then when you're old,
when I'm old,
would you okay? Like let's say you're 80. 80, I tell you, hey, last time I cheated before, but then it only lasts 2 months, then I regretted it because I know that this is the wrong thing.
I don't think I want to know.
Like literally not. Oh, you don't want to know, so yeah. That's why I say probably when we ask professional, probably there's still a 95%, 99% threshold or something like that, instead of 100%.
Because even though there's so long in the past, but if you tell me that, then I'll be thinking, then after that 2 months, in between that, how can I trust you again that you didn't do it again, It has already.
But then both of you are so old already.
Yeah, I mean, no,
you both are
I
80
mean
something.
Not in the 80s, just along those years.
When
yeah.
Okay, understand.
Yeah, I
but let's say when you're 80, you say you cannot. Okay, you finish first?
I think I cannot. I don't have the feeling that I can guarantee you don't do that again between all those years.
Okay.
And
understand.
Even though it is in the past, I will still feel sad, right? Then, if I'm not going to find out myself, then don't let me know forever.
Okay. But then when you're 80 though, when you're 80, so why don't you want to know about it? Why do you, what is the main reason that make you don't want to know about it?
I think it's a sadness. Although it's already many years ago, but I think I'll still feel very sad.
Okay.
Yeah, and in the maybe last 10 to 20 years of my life, I don't want to experience all this.
Okay. All right. Okay. Understand. All right. Okay. So now let's get to the kind of the main thing. So let's say, because this is just a rough guess of the threshold that we should be transparent in our relationship. How would you determine the transparency between everyone you meet?
Everyone.
Yeah. How would you do that?
Repeat your question again.
Okay, so because definitely there will be like what you talk about. Like I kind of explained the ideal situation for transparency between couples and all that, but it still doesn't work for everyone. Just like it doesn't work for you, because even when you're old, you doesn't want to know about the extreme case of cheating. But so that kind of just shows that when we face everyone, when we face everyone, the transparency level is definitely different. So how would you determine the right transparency level when you meet someone?
Someone for the first time?
No, just for anyone. That doesn't have to be a first time. I believe when you see a first time, definitely you cannot determine one.
I mean, I think I'll start with like 50 to 60% first. Then slowly, when we get to know each other more, then I feel like the person is okay with me, and yeah, it's like mutual thing. The person is also being quite transparent, and me too. Then slowly open up a bit more. But for friends, I think 80% is the maximum for me. Actually, I'm not sure. Colleagues, maybe 65 to 70. Unless we get very close. If not, yeah.
Boss?
Sometimes it still depends on how far the hierarchy is.
Okay, I understand. So yeah, that kind of depend on the company hierarchy system, and then just how nice they are, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I can understand some startup founders are very friendly, some are just not. Yeah. Okay. All right. Actually, I quite like your method. Yeah, basically it's the same. I believe, because definitely we need to start from a point, and then we just add more transparency add more transparency onto it, or we just decrease transparency from it, drop it to a lower level. Yeah, it's basically a try and error thing. Yeah, I pretty much agree with you. Do I have anything I want to add? No. Yeah.
How about for you?
Yeah, if you do ask me, I was gonna say that like the numbers for like different kind of people, right? Okay. I would say that there was a point in time I distrusted people, so I don't even share stuff and all this. I think that generally people are not that good intentioned unless for some reason they made me feel like they are really nice. So it's a very awkward thing, because like you actually during the later years of my high school. Yeah. So unless you actually is so friendly to me and then being so transparent to me, I won't actually try to be transparent with you at all. Something that was my initial thought. Yeah, so that's a bit extreme, because for sure we know that like what we talked about, the all about trust episode, something like that. The world is built on top of trust. So you have to trust people to get more trust. You can't just expect people to trust you all this while and then you're not trusting others.
Yeah.
Something like that. So the transparent thing is basically the same thing. If you want things to work out, you have to be transparent. Just like simple thing. When you're meeting a doctor, you might have a very embarrassing disease, but then if you don't tell the doctor won't really know, and then it might diagnose you wrongly, and then give you the wrong medicine and all that, which in turn ruins your health, something like that. So but for doctor it's different. Like definitely we know that when we meet a doctor, we should just share everything about our like our sickness and all that. But just now when I talk about that standard, it gave me a inspiration, I believe. Because everyone have different interests and all that. They have different interests and then they have different purpose. So let's say when we talk about doctors, when we meet them, we definitely are trying to maybe have a health checkup, something about our health lah. So sharing about our health is totally normal because it is their purpose to kind of listen to us about our health and all that. Of course, something may be embarrassing, but we should just do it. So it shouldn't be something that we should think about whether or not to share because they are doctors. Just like another example is when you're working with your colleague, anything work related should be transparent because that is their or yours purpose. Yeah, that's why it should be transparent all along. We should just like work anything. We should just share around, and then share with everyone. Yeah, that is the thing. What else? Shit, I forgot. Transparent. Share about everything. Damn, I kind of forgot. Okay. Then we kind of, so after that, because everyone has their own purpose, and then that's where we are most transparent with in the beginning, and from that then we start. So like where we are being transparent about our purpose. Yes, that should be maybe as high as 100%, but I believe most people would be like maybe 90-95% because that's like the purpose of you. So I should share out everything on that, and I believe that you won't really judge me or whatever or laugh at me or something like that. But and no, not actually, but then it's actually from that we get to build higher levels of transparency, because once you have their purpose and all this, you went through conversation with that. From that, you kind of gain some of that, gain trust in that, and then as you grow, you gain trust in them. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, you gain not really gain trust with. Yeah, you're being transparent with them, and then so down the line, they will be transparent with you on other topics as well. So you kind of use the purpose topic as a starter, and then slowly you branch out into other topics related, and then even more related to kind of build your network lah. So something like that. So yeah, that's basically it, I'll say.
Okay. Okay, one thing that I remember that both of us also didn't mention is family.
Oh, family. Wow. Damn, I'm getting a bit tired now suddenly.
Yeah, I can see
Gosh, damn it.
I can see it.
Yeah.
For me.
But yeah, family. Oh, okay, you start first.
Okay. I'm trying to give you some time to rest your...
Yeah, actually it's not a really good thing though. If I rest, I would just like sleep. Just fall asleep and stuff. Okay, but yeah, continue with your story.
Well, for me, family, well, I believe I can consider myself very close to my family, but still, when it comes to transparency, actually, quite a lot of stuff I don't really share with them.
Yeah, of course, me too as well. Yeah. I believe it's the same thing as well. But then, okay, because they are more of an authoritative figure as well. That's why if you are being transparent to them, you don't know what the outcome would be. You are not from the same level or something like that. Or it's not really a transaction. With the doctor, it's transaction. Anything goes wrong, it's their fault. With a colleague, it's a transaction. You're being transparent to them, and they'll be transparent to you. Then that's how you make conversation and all that. But with parents, it's a bit different though. Transparency. How to be transparent?
I have a feeling that I only want them to know something that I want them to know, you know.
Yeah, because mainly I believe like how they judge us and all that, what authoritative figures do lah. So yeah, totally understand that.
But I believe maybe along these years they have changed or what. They can accept more stuff, but still that kind of bias just stay there, and you don't really step forward and share more.
But one main thing is that I believe this being with parents is a bit slightly, when compared to being with colleagues and friends, is that we actually started with 100% transparency. And then we realized that something doesn't work. And then that totally gets out from our mind. So we totally won't think about doing that anymore because they're authority figure. I mean, like, unless they don't really do punishment and this, but for Asian parents, they usually do punishment and all that. So then it made us to become less transparent over time. Just because of those stuff.
You know, one thing that I'm more afraid of is actually not punishment. The thing that I can say until today, I'm still quite afraid of is they are disappointed on me.
Oh, okay. I understand. I understand. Yeah.
Because since young, I'm the good girl.
Yeah, you're the elder sister, and then they expect more from you and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand that. Okay, but yeah, should we wrap up here?
Yeah, sure. I guess we covered most of the stuff that we want to.
But mainly we kind of found out how to kind of create the ideal transparency lah. I mean, transparency from person to person is different, and then like even with like our transparency level with parents is different. We might be a lot more transparent with our friends than our family. But then, in fact, we should really build a culture of transparency within the family, because like they would judge you, they would be disappointed in you, they would scold you and all that, but then they wouldn't do any harm with whatever you shared because you are being transparent and all that. So that's a thing that we should definitely build. But in regards to how to create an ideal transparency, I believe you can just start off with a comfortable transparency level when you meet someone, something like that, and then you add more transparency points to it, or like just decrease some transparency point to it, because everyone is different. Everyone is different. But if you happen to observe their daily movement or something like that, you can just like, oh shit, what was I saying? What was I saying? Shit. I had short-term memory loss. Just now I suddenly got so tired. Closed my eyes for a while. Short-term memory loss. What was I talking about? Shit.
I think you were saying something like
you weren't listening.
Started with the level of transparency that you're comfortable with, somewhere there.
Yeah. You can start up with a transparency level where you're comfortable with, or even better, because everyone has their own purpose, and then you can be totally transparent in order to achieve that purpose. So let's say they are doctor, being transparent on your health and all that is not an issue. If they are your boss, supposedly in today's world, they accept people that don't really know stuff, but they are learning stuff. So it's okay to be transparent that, you don't really know this, and then you want to have more help on this, instead of like when your boss asks you, then it's like, no, I'm fine, something like that. Just because you think that if you show that you are not qualified enough, they won't hire you.
But actually,
so basically,
I thought of something.
What is it?
Influencer and social media.
Those, man.
Well,
I mean, those are not very transparent, I'll say.
Yeah, but
no, not very transparent.
But the audience sometimes, they get, how do I say this? They expect the influencers to be transparent, but they have their own life. They can. Who will want to be 100% transparent to the whole world? You feel insecure also, right? If that's you, Yeah, so
I understand that.
just give the influencers some personal space. Don't expect too much from them. They are just doing their job.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's very true. It's very true. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any insights?
I don't think I have any this week. You?
My insight is that damn, I'm tired. I want to sleep.
You want to sleep? I can
Literally,
see
I
that.
closed my eyes for multiple times. Like suddenly I'm so tired, I'm not sure why. Is it because of weather or something? But yeah. Damn. Anything else you want to share?
I have nothing.
Alright. I seriously, my brain isn't working right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been I'm thinking maybe podcast really makes my brain use a lot of capacity in my brain. That's why it makes my brain a bit tired. But yeah, I guess in that case then that'll be it, is it?
Yeah.
Alright. So yes, this is the end of this episode of the podcast. So if you guys enjoyed, do like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or even subscribe to our YouTube channel where we actually upload all of our episodes there together with like Spotify or whatever. If you're interested in having yourself posted onto our video or whatever, do email us. Wait, what did I say?
If you're interested to be in our video or something. I was thinking like
Yeah, video. Shit, that's why I'm tired, man. Sorry, man, I'm tired. I don't really mean like be in our video. So basically, if you have any good topics or whatever, any questions for us, anything that you would like us to discuss, and then shout in both of actually basically our podcast lah. You can just always email us on hello@incthoughts.com, or even just you can
drop us a message on any social media that we have.
Yes, exactly. That's all I was gonna say. So yeah, actually I quite hope for that to happen. So it will bring. I just kind of want to know what our audience are actually looking to hear, something like that.
I'm actually interested in doing that also.
So, but yeah, other than that, that will be it for this episode then. So thanks everyone for listening, and hope to see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed, do share with your friends and family and leave us a review on the Apple Podcast. If you're not using an Apple device, you can leave a review on the Apple Podcast website with the link in the show notes. If you have any feedback or thoughts which you hope that we'll discuss in the future, feel free to email them to us at hello@incthoughts.com, or alternatively, you can send us a private message on our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter with the username of incthougtspod. Thanks again, and see you all next week. Bye bye.